Avi Meyer's Sonny Hirsch election special, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch. We've got more candidates than we know what to do with. We can't fit them all on the regular show. Over 40 judicial candidates this year alone. Don't forget to pick up Jewish Chicago, which is out on the street. Go to ntnm.org to see all the different interviews and shows. We're doing both from the regular Northtown News Magazine show as well as the Sonny Hirsch election specials. All videos are on YouTube, and all these election specials will play on all the cable systems that play our regular show. When we have the dates and times, we will post them there. It is a pleasure to reintroduce you to a candidate for judge in the 9th Subcircuit, Tom Kugias. How you doing?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Real good, thank you, and thank you so much for coming back. We appreciate it.
Thank you, and I want to take this time now at this moment to thank you and Sonny for all the work you've done on behalf of all the candidates. It seems to go unnoticed, but you take your time out and you have your crew here and you shoot all this footage, and I don't want it to go unanswered. We certainly appreciate all your help and effort that both of you do. I mean, I've been here, it's my third time here, and I just wanted to extend a thank you to you personally, and I think on behalf of all the other candidates. I can't imagine anyone would be objecting to this. It certainly helps when we campaign, and it's a reference point, and anyone can go on YouTube and punch in your name or our names, and this will be brought about. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thanks, and if you are elected judge, just keep that in mind if I snap into a terrorist attack, okay?
Can't promise you anything, but I'm sure the feds will be involved.
So in any event, give us, you're here again. Some people haven't seen the other time. Tell us about your education.
I grew up around Kimball and Bryn Mawr. In St. Louis, actually, right by Channel 11.
His parents owned Northeastern Fruit Market at Peterson and Lincoln.
They owned that for 38 years. They had that. I went to Peterson School, grammar school, and then I went to Von Steuben High School, Loyola University, and then IIT Chicago-Kent College of Law. And I graduated in 1988. And from there, I started a tiny bit of civil. I worked for a guy named Edward Krantz. I worked for Frank Nolan. And then I joined the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. I was an assistant there for just over 20 years. Started out at the bottom, worked my way up to first chair in a courtroom where we were handling murders, armed robberies, arsons, kidnapping, even handled convicted a known terrorist. So we get a lot of people off the street. And it's not just me. I mean, when you do a trial, you do it with your partner. You have a partner or partners that help you with that. So, we spread the wealth. But I had great experience with that. In 2012, I became a criminal defense attorney, and I don't have much of a civil practice at all. I've done a couple of real estate closings, but I'm handling an estate now for a family friend that had passed away. But here's the point, and I know we've already talked about the parameters for the 9th Subcircuit. The most important thing people can do is you have to get out and vote. Exercise your constitutional right, get out there and vote, and please, vote the entire ballot. Even my parents, when I first became an attorney, they would tell me that they went to vote, and, we got to the judges, we didn't know any of the names, we didn't recognize anything. Certainly, the candidates out there advertise, and we're in a world now where you can push a couple buttons, and you can see a website, you can look at the signs, you see the palm cards. Take and read them and see what candidates, what their experience, what their background is.
Yeah, in Jewish Chicago alone, we're going to have a full judicial review and over 2,000 ads.
Absolutely, and there's a reason for that. Most people may want to gloss over it, or they may get something in the mail, they may want to throw it out, but take a look at it, because it tells you, it speaks volumes of each of the candidates and what their experience and what their qualifications are. So my advice, to the citizens, vote. Please vote the entire ballot and make informed decisions. And I'm running out of the 9th Subcircuit, which again is from Devon North. It covers a portion of the city, Pat O'Connor's ward, Joe Moore's ward, Debbie Silverstein's ward, and then it covers the suburbs, Lincoln, Muskogee, Wilmette, Evanston, portion of Morton Grove, portion of Niles. And I'll have signs up, and my website actually should be going up today we had some problems with that, but that should be
So
going
today
up.
means when people see this, it's gonna be there, and it is.
That's right. When they're reviewing this in the summertime, they'll be like, oh, all right, now we'll check this guy's website out.
Okay. Well, what's your website?
Kugias for Judge, KOUGIASFORJUDGE.
Very good. And how are you finding the campaign so far?
You know, you're on the street, getting signs out, knocking on doors. I obtain all my own signatures on the train stations, and I'm going back there, handing out palm cards to people, the people that they may have signed, they may not have signed, but I'll certainly distribute the palm cards that I have, and hopefully these folks will show up and vote. I mean, I don't know what voter turnout's expected in this primary, but 40% maybe?
I don't know either. And then you have that factor, you know, in there were quite a few people registering Republican, 4 years ago to vote for Romney. And it depends. Some of it's going to depend on the presidential primary. You know, people want to have their say in the Republican or Democratic races. Who knows what's going to be by the time things hit Illinois?
And that's, you know, the other part of what I was talking about earlier. Every vote counts. Every vote makes a difference. You can't sit and avoid, like, I'm not going to vote today because I don't feel good. And if you decide not to vote, that's your choice. You have that right to do it. But you can't really complain about it later on and say, well, you know, why did this person get in, or I wish this other person. Get out there and vote.
Yeah, you know what? I really like that you said that, because the fact is, you know what? One of my friends was really upset about Obama. And he said, how can people not vote? And I said, you voted? I said, for 20 years I've been trying to get you to vote. You never vote. Now you finally vote, and you're upset other people didn't vote? Yeah, you know what? You don't get to complain if you don't vote every single time. If you don't have a vested say in the system, you have no right to complain, because that's how you make a difference, and more in the primary than the general election. So I hope you will consider the candidacy of Tom Kugias, punch number
241.
241 in the 9th Subcircuit. And website again?
Kugias for Judge, KOUGIAS 4, spelled out Judge, JUDGE.
Good luck so much in the
Thank you so much. Appreciate you and Sonny and all your great efforts. Thank you.
Thank you.